What is going on, everyone? We are back with another music reaction. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are...
HellaDepraved.
Yes, we are. All right, so...
Excited.
Fun story with this one.
Couple fun stories, actually.
2-3 days ago, Friday.
Yeah.
Friday, we were recording reactions for Monday. And we ran across, because of a YouTube suggestion, an
Shireen.
artist by the name of Shireen.
Yeah.
And the YouTube suggestion, which is weird because usually I ignore YouTube suggestions because they don't know what the fuck we like.
Because they suck. Right.
But
Occasionally.
We're sitting there and I look over at it and I'm like, who's this? And she's
Thumbnail
like,
looks good.
and she's like, who? And I was like, this person. And I click into it. And we start to listen. I think we made it through 30 seconds of one song. And then she stopped it, and she's like, I really like that. We might have to react to that.
Yeah.
So we were like, all right, let's go check out another one just to make sure that it's not like,
One song sounds great, and the other
Right.
one we're like getting deathcore.
So then we come into this one
Yeah.
and listen again to like the first 20 seconds.
Oh, it was less than that.
And then she was like, yeah,
Yep.
we're going to have to go down this rabbit hole.
Yep.
Now, the reason why that's funny is because we went live Sunday, and somebody tried to pay to request to listen to Shireen. And I was like, okay, look.
Yeah.
I think it was Xanon.
Yeah, it was. It was Xanon, and we were like,
I was like, no,
you're gonna
it
have
wasn't
to pick something
Xanon.
else. No, it was Xanon.
Was it Xanon?
Yeah. It was like, you're going to have to pick something else,
I
because
was like-
funny story.
I was like, I love you, but you're going to have to pick something else because we're going to go down this rabbit hole on the channel.
Right.
And
In actual reaction videos, yeah.
Xanon was fine with that.
Obviously.
And here we are.
Yes.
Now, I don't think this was the song he requested.
I believe it was the other one that we clicked into for like 10 seconds.
Possibly. But this is
Yeah.
the newest video that's out.
Yeah.
So that's why we're doing this one. And it does not appear... It appears that she is
Independent or something.
because it doesn't have any of the stuff at the end. It could be wrong, and we could end up
Blurring it.
blurring it out.
So if it's
gets
blurred,
blocked.
that's why.
Right.
Yeah.
So, regardless, we're excited.
Yeah.
We're going to react to this. If you guys have already heard it, if not, click the link in the description below. Hop on over to all the things coming back. We say that because we're a commentary, reaction, and breakdown channel. Comedy.
Yeah, you missed the comedy, but it's fine.
And we're going to pause for any and or all of the above.
Right.
Also, side note, we also looked at the about section of her, and apparently she is considered, what was it?
Witch pop.
Witch pop?
And I'm so thrilled about that.
Yes.
It sounds a little like maybe folklore-y.
It's like folk witch pop.
Yeah.
Rock.
Yeah. It's
Music.
amazing.
Music. It's just music.
It's just great music, yeah.
With that being said, it's time to break it down. This is, now, the video says Anik Shireen, or Anike Shireen.
Annika?
Annika. That is not how you spell Annika, but we'll go with it. Annika Shireen.
Right.
Anike. Or just Shireen. The channel's name is just Shireen, okay?
It is. It is.
And that's what we're going to go with until we get told how her first name is pronounced.
Right.
Let's get it. This is undo. And I wish I could undo all of that, but I can't, and you're stuck with it. Let's go.
Yeah, it's... Yeah.
In order to undo your words, we have to undo our bond. So let go of my hand. Will you feel shame? Too little, too late. You let me suffocate. Will you feel shame? Too little, too
Right.
You were looking for lyrics?
I was.
Yeah.
I already knew where to find them.
Oh, okay.
Now, her way of singing is a little different than what I'm used to. so I don't exactly make out everything that she's saying. It is beautiful. Do not change anything about it.
Absolutely gorgeous.
It will
voice.
take some listens to get through, to get accustomed to...
Yeah. Most of it's understandable.
Right. I understood pretty much the first little stanza. In order to undo your words, we have to undo our bond, so let go of my hand.
Right. Right.
Bitch.
Bye-bye. Right.
And then she says, will you feel shame, too little too late?
Right.
You let me suffocate. Will you feel shame too little too late? We were never safe.
Yeah.
I think this is where we left off.
Basically, you were a dick.
Right.
And if you feel sorry now, you should.
You were in my space, would not let me have my space.
Right. You were suffocating me.
And now I'm sending
You weren't letting me be me.
into space.
And obviously she's digging the grave.
Yes.
Or making somebody else do it. Which, work smarter, not harder. Yeah.
Yes.
Gorgeous, gorgeous voice. And I love the gothic sort of setting. Like the, obviously, grave digging. But also with the...
I am a little confused as to why you have springs on your head. But we'll roll with it.
My guess is that they're...
Door stoppers?
No. But, we'll go with that because... Yeah, now I can't fucking unsee it. Thank you. But I do like the talismans that she's creating, carrying.
Yes.
She's doing a bond-breaking ceremony. I like it.
Such a good recruit I was to fulfill your needs, but now I finally fell apart. So let go of my hands. Will you feel shame? Too little too late. You let me suffocate. Will you feel shame? Too little too
Is she gonna strangle her?
Okay. So, before we get into the video, because I'm pretty sure I know what the video's what's going on in the video.
Right.
She said, such a good recruit I was to fulfill your needs, but now I finally fell apart, so let go of my hand. So, basically, like...
She did her little housewife thing or whatever. Led by the government. It doesn't really matter.
But it broke her.
She fulfilled the role she was supposed to, and it broke her, and she's done. And so now it's time to break the bonds, basically. Let go of her.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it went through the chorus again. Now, I'm liking the video. So, we thought they were digging a grave. They're not. They were digging
Unearthing
up.
her.
Huh?
Unearthing.
They were digging up what I'm suspecting is the good side of her. The pureness that was buried and broken because of
what got suffocated.
who she was with
Yeah.
is now brought back out, and now that good side is strangling, probably in an effort to take out what has become a negative side of who she is.
Or you could go with the white being like a wedding attire. So at the point of, and the black as a widow. So, again, it's just the two parts of her reuniting in a way. Like, I don't know if it's a good side and a bad side. I guess that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's necessarily like good and bad versus pre-breaking and post. Right. But either way, yeah, she was unearthing what was suffocated, or yeah.
Won't shine on your crown forever. We can't undo what we've done together. Our death will be your answer. Our death will be your answer.
Her voice is so pretty.
I really liked that song.
And I really like the addition of the heavy strings at the end there. So they can't undo what they've done together, and your death, not hers, will be your answer, or our death will be.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So basically, I mean, I love this because it really relates to basically any relationship that you've had, whether they're platonic or not. They're sometimes what you've gone through, or the toxicity that you have between you, or just events have played out that you can't undo your history together. And honestly, you gotta let go, and it's time to move on. Now, whether it's a real death with a grave and stuff like that, that's up to you. But most
we don't
of us
condone it.
hint, hint. Well, I mean, unless it's very gothic and thought out like this, torches in the night, proper attire, hair ornaments, not springs. But I mean, it is something that unfortunately you go through as you get older, whether they're friends that you thought you were going to have forever, romantic partners. I mean, this could even be talking about religion, cults, family members. She didn't really get explicit with what type of relationship, other than she had lived to fulfill the role that was expected of her, and it broke her. So,
right.
Which is sad, but basically you got to do the undoing ceremony, break free,
I mean, for those of you not into Wicca / witchcraft, you can just break up with the other person. You don't have to do this whole ceremonial thing. You can just bounce.
Right. But the cutting ties ceremony, which is not just Wicca witchcraft, it's shamanism, stuff like that. a lot of times it's that emotional baggage that you carry past the breakup that is implied in the cutting ceremony.
Most of us just burn their things.
Well, I mean, that's part of it. That's part of it. That's, come on now.
Okay, look.
What do you?
It
where
depends
do you
on what
think you
those
got the
things
idea
are, though.
for
If they're
burning?
still useful in life further down the line, and you're able to
Oh,
detach yourself
shit.
from the emotion of them being
You
around.
didn't mean like their hair or like
No.
while it's still attached to them.
Look, and
That's a pyre.
I only
Sorry,
say it that way
I got
because
that so confused. Like,
right. No, I only say it that way. Again, we try to be all inclusive.
right.
So for those of you that aren't into, because like I'm not into witchcraft, I'm into the study of people that do shit like that. I would never.
Well, and I definitely have
And
shamanic friends, and
We know
so
people.
I've been part of cutting ceremonies for myself, like not just like bystander. Yeah,
yeah, I just let them go.
yeah. I mean, it kind of helps, but it kind of works that way too. I wasn't like in a relationship and I was like, let's have a cutting ceremony. Before,
That's murder.
Well, I mean, like, almost. Anyway, I really liked like the entire music video,
was
just
fantastic.
the outfits. It was so well thought out. And again, I like that this was played with herself. It was herself before the relationship with her her newer self. And just, I guess, one taking over the other. But she went willingly.
Her past self coming back
Being,
to who she was before she was broken.
I think that's honestly what it was supposed to be. Although I do personally believe that we learn. So I may have lost who I was originally, but I also feel like I am more myself than I even was then. Because I learned a hell of a lot, and I also unlearned a lot of societal pressures and will never fall into that fulfilling a role again. Like, I'm not naive anymore. So I wouldn't open my arms and welcome my innocent self back because that innocent self was pre-programmed with too many things.
Yeah, and when I said pure earlier, I wasn't meaning pure as in
Virginal
pure,
Yeah.
but like the version of you that you always look back to and go, man, I wish I was that way again.
Right.
Yeah,
The unbroken.
Before life sucked.
Yeah, maybe some people have that. I don't have that version. So there is that. But, I mean, that's just a personal... I do feel like we learn from all of the stuff, and it makes us... Well, depending on how we learn and what we do with it, can make us stronger people and more the selves... Our authentic self that we should have been from the start. So...
Right.
But I love this. I honestly would have classified this more as... like folk rock category.
Sure.
There, lyric wise, there was not anything really witchy going on.
Right.
So it's not, we're not talking about summoning and circles and so, but the sound of it had enough of the folky instruments, but then it picked up and it really hit some rock moments, or actually quite a bit of it was rock.
Right.
So I don't know. Obviously, this is the first one we've listened to. But maybe there's more pop in other songs. Maybe there's more about whatever practice she follows in other songs. I don't know. But I would have classified this more in the folk rock. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so if you guys like the video, slash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Comment down below, what did you think of Shireen with Undo? Also, comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see reacted to. Check the description below for all the things.
Push our buttons. Come join us on our other social media platforms, mostly Twitter if you want a quicker response.
We love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Cannot wait to see you depraved people later.